Yo, what's going on, guys? Achilles here, and I hope you guys enjoy the new intro. I'm trying to put a few of them together just so I can have multiple ones, so you guys don't just get bored of the same one. But here we got another Xbox One gameplay for you guys. Here's the 50B gameplay. And I know I just put up my 50B review, but I thought this was a pretty good game that I figured I would showcase, just because it shows how you should be playing the 50B, not just any the 50B and any other autoloader in the situation that I was in. The T57 as well, how you should be playing this thing if you're in a situation where you're staring down a bunch of high alpha tier 10 TDs. And you're going to see I make one mistake here, but I'll tell you when that happens. And I don't really know what this leopard thought he was doing, but he was definitely on a mission, I will tell you that. And I put 3 good shots in him before he goes around me. He only puts 1 into me. You could just see that clip potential of the 50B up close. It's absolutely brutal. You pretty much cannot miss. It's pretty much impossible. And then here I am going for the reload. You know, not that long of a reload, but you know, it can be long if you're sitting there waiting for, you know, you got to help your platoon mates, or you got to help a teammate. You know, that 27 seconds is going to seem like a really long time. But you know, pretty much me and this 215B are going to be peeking up here. He actually ends up like getting in my way the first part, because I was going to try to go wide left around him. I probably should have done it initially instead of just going in front of him. But yeah, so it's pretty much the first little part of this game is pretty much just me peeking this little ridge, trying to get side shots in these TDs. And I see it's an E3 and a Jaeger, so I just automatically load the APCR clip here in a second, just because, you know, I want to make these shots count. And since there's 2 of their guns, I don't want to risk having to aim with AP when I can just get reliable fire with the APCR. I know it's not needed, but since there's 2 guns there, if it was only, say, the E3 or the Jaeger, I would have kept the AP loaded, just to make sure, because once they fire, they've got a pretty long reload, and I can dump my magazine accordingly with the proper aiming. But at the angle they were at, I didn't have the Jaeger's lower plate, and I did not have the E3's lower plate either, so it's going to be really tough to pen that that tank with AP. So I pretty much just only have the side of these guys, so it's a pretty boring first part of this game, I know, but you know, I just wanted to show you guys this gameplay just because it shows you like resisting temptation from making really terrible trades. Like right here, I probably should have oh, never mind. Yeah, I probably should have backed up after I shot him right there, but I ended up taking the hit from the Jaeger, which is what I was talking about earlier with making the bad trades. And you know, I got 3 good shots in that E3, but no, here I am reloading, but I have 1,000 less health. And you know, that's not much health to go off of. That's maybe 2 hits for any of the other tanks that aren't a super high alpha TD. So, you know, I kind of screwed myself over there, but you know, that was just me getting a little bit too greedy with the damage. And you know, I'm a lot better about it the second go around, just because I make sure that both of them have shot beforehand before I pop up to dump my mag, so then I know that I'm 100% safe to dump my mag and not take any bad trades in return. And they had an artillery piece, and I was kind of worried or paranoid about this at the time, but he actually ends up not shooting me at all this entire game. And then here you can see the APCR, you know, super skill. And then I get 2 shots in this Jaeger, and then I'm pretty sure I back up and let my teammates finish this off, because I was looking up north and it's not looking too good. And I reload the AP shells just because I'm not going to be engaging any of these super high armor TDs at in hold on positions. So that's pretty much it for that part of the game. So I'm pretty much going to go roll up north, where my buddy Pretty Salty is getting pushed by all the mediums and heavies that went north, and they're severely outnumbered, and his health pool is not looking too good, along with mine. And this is where I was talking about, if you guys watching my 50B review, this is where I was talking about the flexibility of the 50B. You know, it's kind of slow getting up this little hill here, but had this been all flat ground, it's really easy to flex around the map and get up there quick. Along with, or besides, the 57 heavy would have taken a lot longer to get where I'm going, which in the end doesn't really help me much, because spoiler alert, we lose. But you know, had I been in a 57 heavy, I may have gotten caught out where I am right now.
But it's too late. Too late.
You know, I wouldn't have been able to cross and get up to the little perch up there. But here you can see that aim time right there. Oh man, it's pretty brutal. But once you fully aim your shots, it's not that big of a deal. I biffed both of those shots. The first shot wasn't a good one, and then that shot I got on the E50 was just pure luck. So the thought process here is I'm going to get up top. Since everybody died around the flank up here, I'm just going to go up top up here and wait it out, see what they bring around the corner, see if I can get any extra damage before our team completely collapses. So I'm pretty much going up here playing it conservative. I know I was thinking about peeking over there, but I didn't know what they had on their adjacent hill all the way over there, what they had TD wise, and they had this 263 right in front of us that ends up killing this E5, which is really depressing because I wanted to help this E5 out, but he couldn't do anything about it. He was getting pretty much face hugged and he couldn't really do anything about it. So this E5 dies, and then I see the STA1 and the 121 eventually come around the corner here. And I just go for the kill secure here because the numbers aren't looking too good. And I'm sure that this STA1 wasn't too happy just because I chased after a tier 8 just to secure the kill over shooting at the 121, who actually bounced a shot off my hull, which is what I was talking about in my 50B review. And then I put 2 shots in him, and then I end up dying just because you can when you're in a 50B and you're reloading and you're staring someone down, you always want to be pointing the upper plate, or like the beak, I like to call it. You always want to be pointing the beak at them, just because you don't know how intelligent the other team or the red guy that's sitting right in front of you is, and you don't know where they're going to shoot you. Maybe they just got lucky and shot your turret off of shooting on the move or whatever. But you never know if they're going to try to shoot your lower plate because most people have been shooting at lower plates their entire life throughout the course of this game. And then you can see here World of Tanks' finest. This is the completely courageous Tortoise, whom I do not condone his actions here. I feel like this is one of the bigger problems of World of Tanks. Like, I mean, why don't you just get a little extra damage and XP and stuff as opposed to just drowning yourself and looking like a complete pussy. But that's not me. So it was a pretty good game. I still made a decent profit off of shooting gold, 8,000, and then 5.5K damage game. So not too shabby. But I pretty much just wanted to highlight this gameplay for you guys, just so you can see what you should be doing when you're in an autoloader and you're staring down, like, hold down TDs and stuff like that. You pretty much just want to bait their shots and get them to shoot so you can find your window and dump your clip. But that's pretty much it for this gameplay, guys. This has been Achilles, and I will catch you guys later.